Hey guys, Zero here again with another unboxing for you. Some D&D miniatures I picked up again. This weekend I was fortunate enough to get out to my local, not so local, Games Plus gaming shop out in Mount Prospect, Illinois. And they were able to hook me up with some of the new miniatures from the Nolzur's Marvelous Miniatures Wave 11 line. So we're going to take a quick look at these guys. And I know what you're thinking, Zero, that's not Wave 11. I know, but they actually were hosting a paint and take event at Games Plus not too long ago that featured the Owlbear. And unfortunately, because I'm on isolation and I can't really be out, and things were happening with the current situation in the world today, I couldn't get to the store and I couldn't get to the event. So I went and picked up an Owlbear because I actually don't have an Owlbear. So this is my very first Owlbear. But the rest of the miniatures that we're going to take a look at are from Wave 11. And they did another one. They were hosting another one, which was the Young Red Dragon paint and take. But that was canceled due to the current situation right now with the virus going around and mandatory closures and stuff like that. So let's get over to the table. Let's take a look at these minis and see what we think about the cost versus value. All right, sit tight. Let's take a quick look at the Nolzur's Marvelous Miniatures. Actually, I'm going to move this backdrop for a second. We'll get that back. But here we are. We'll get in a little closer for you guys. There we are. There's the Owlbear. Let's get him open real quick. Alright, here we go. It's pretty big. It's supposed to be a large creature. It's not bad. Pretty bulky. I like it. It's pretty thick. And here's his base. 2x2. 2" by 2" base. So we'll glue him there. Alright, now for the Wave 11 figures. First one we're going to look at is the Crocodile. It's got a really cool clear base. I feel like it's kind of small, but we'll see compared to a regular miniature in a second. Alright, here he is. And he comes with a clear plastic base, which is kind of cool. And he's already on a nice 2" by 2" circular base. And I like that he's like coming out of the water. It's very cool. This is going to go good with my Malifaux crocodiles. And they're about the same size. And I felt like they were kind of small, but we'll see. We'll take a quick look. Here's a human. Well, a large human, like a fighter, warrior. So I mean, I guess, yeah, that's about right. We'll put him on his base. That's pretty cool. I wonder why they gave you a clear base, though. Or maybe you can actually paint the water effects on here and then put him on so that it shows through, but there's still some, like, raised edges. That's kind of interesting. I'm going to get another one of those. I like that model. Alright, next up we have, let's get a little further away, we have the blue slaad. I love slaad, they're so cool. Alright, he comes with 2" base, 2x2. Another bulky figure, really cool. Makes makes me think of the story with the 2 slaad, or the 4 slaad. The Forgotten Realm story, I can't remember the name of it. Twilight something. Dolgan and Azreen. Look at that face. That is so cool. That is going to be so much fun to paint. And people think they're like giant frogmen or lizardmen, but they're not. They're actually like creatures completely comprised of chaos. Born in the abyss. Very cool. Alright. Next up, green slaad. We'll get him open and take a look. Alright, here we are with the green slaad. He is again a large creature, so he's on a 2x2 base. Here he is, casting a spell. Look at that face. Very, very toad-like face. Got a cool staff. The detail is pretty good on this miniature. I mean, actually really, really good. Very cool looking figure. I'm definitely going to need another blue slaad though. Need a couple of those minion slaad, you know. Even though they're all really, really intelligent creatures and they're cunning and they're malicious, but need a couple of them, you know. Keep the wizard safe. Alright, last but most certainly not least, the young red dragon. Alright, we'll get him open and you guys take a look. Okay, here he is. He is on a huge base, so 3 inch by 3 inch. Now they say that it should be a different type of base for these types of monsters, because a young red dragon should be on a large base and a huge red dragon should be on a huge base, or an adult red dragon. So they say this is an adult. So it's probably, you know, whatever. It's all relevant because depending on what base you put him on. Now I'm holding him because he doesn't stay on his base at all. Not like the other dragons where they actually, once they get pinned in, they stay. This guy, he doesn't stay because the base has got, the peg is like on a slant to coincide with his position. See? Right there. So he sits kind of like that. He's actually breathing fire down on something. And then the fire piece is a separate piece. You just hinge it and pop it in. Yeah, just like that. Right in the mouth there. I don't like that because I feel like it's going to break eventually or do damage to the miniature, especially if you're, you know, you're using the miniature and you're taking it in and out for effect or whatever. I mean, it holds in there pretty good. It's in there. He's spitting a loogie. But here he is. I'm not a fan of the way the wings are curled, because they're not really giving you the full dynamic of what a red dragon's wings look like and how far out they can spread. You know, kind of like a silver dragon's. Actually, you say that from underneath, unless you can see the colors, there's no real way to tell a silver from a red, unless you can see the horns. But actually, no, because the silver has horns too, so you really can't tell the difference. The wings shape's the same. Oh, there goes the mouthpiece. But here he is without the mouthpiece. Very cool. Very iconic. I love the red dragons. They're just super cool. He's rearing up. He's got the frill all down his back. See, it goes all the way down. Which is kind of interesting because the black dragon is supposed to have one of these too. but they didn't put that all the way down the Black Dragon's back like they did with this guy. And I don't know. Yeah, you could separate them, like you could warm this up with water and separate the wings a little bit to get a little bit of stretch out of them, but it's not really that big a deal. It's very cool. Here's his base. He's on a rocky crag, just like all the others. I mean, you could paint this however you want, you know, lava, whatever, stone, mud, because it kind of looks like mud. And they didn't give any of them a specific themed base, which I guess is, in a sense, is kind of cool, because then you can put them wherever. You know, they don't necessarily, like, you know, oh, he's always surrounded by lava, you know. You could paint it that way if you wanted to, but he doesn't have to be. So there you go. Nolzur's Marvelous Miniatures Wave 8, the Young Red Dragon. Very, very cool miniature. I wish, though, he would sit on his base properly. Even if you push it in there, it's still not gonna stay. Let me show you guys really quick the backs of the packaging. Unless I forgot to show you that. There's the Owlbear. It's like a purpley color. It's kind of cool. And then we have the Crocodile. And we've got the blue slaad. He's like really deep blue, indigo blue. I won't paint him that blue though. He'll be a little brighter. Then we've got the green slaad. Really cool. I like the effect, the spell effect. And then we've got the Young Red Dragon. Okay. Let me give you an idea of what these guys look like on your map. Here we have, where is he? Here he is. Here's our plucky human defending the realm. And we've got our Crocodile. Put him in the water. He takes up 4 squares, you see? He could be trying to get some food. And our Owlbear prowling around, waiting to ambush something, checking out that Crocodile. Let's see here, we get a little closer, yeah? Nope, too close. Alright. And we have our slaad, blue slaad, getting ready to confront the human fighter. And then we have our green slaad, coordinating the attack, and he's not gonna stand because he's a punk, but I'll show you anyway. There's our red dragon. Why is he defending the warrior? Because the warrior's a servant to his. But there you go. That's how much space they take up. So, alright guys, there you go. Nolzur's Marvelous Miniatures Wave 11. The the Crocodile, the blue slaad, green slaad, and the Young Red Dragon, and then the Owlbear from the original line. They're actually pretty cool. Definitely worth it. If you get the chance to pick them up, I would definitely say get some. They just make the game more interesting visually. Gives your player something to kind of focus on for a short time during combat. I will put our Tabletop Dungeoneers logo right over here. He'll come out and help the human guy because he's a good guy beholder. And so check us out. I'll put the links in all the description below for the Tabletop Dungeoneers Discord, and also for our new channel, Dungeons and Dragons D&D After Dark. We do a live show every Friday, so check us out there. So like, subscribe, share. As always, like, subscribe, share to my channel. We definitely appreciate it. If you get the chance, check out my buddy Cujo's channel, the Overboard DM. He also does miniature features and stuff like that. He does a lot of the cool Gale Force 9 figures and stuff. And he also has a huge collection of Dwarven Forge scenery that he goes through and breaks down for you guys. Like, shows you what you can and can't do with those each of those sets that have come out so far. He just did one on the Caverns Deep set. But definitely check him out if you're interested in buying Dwarven Forge. Before you do, give him a look. Tell him Zero sent you, because he gives you a pretty good insight as to whether or not it's worth purchasing. And yes, he has purchased them, but that doesn't mean that everybody will, you know, if you're questioning it, especially for the cost of it, check him out for sure. Alright guys, as always, thank you for watching and sticking with me. We'll see you soon.